hello. I don't know how long we'll go on for tonight, but figured I'd do a little bit of this, if nothing else. Get that, there's the good picture right there. Edgeworth is in the way, but that's fine. But hello, Phoenix, hello, Sonosuke, hello, Sivia, hello, Reborn. Hope you're all having a good night. I actually considered doing more of Little Witch Academia instead, but decided that I might just play that off stream. Because I don't really have a major reason, just I feel like it might not be the best game if no one's like super into it, I guess. I don't know. But either way, we're here with Prosecutor's Path. Imprisoned Turnabout, beginning. We start from the second chapter. First chapter probably won't matter, that was a tutorial level. No one's gonna come back from that, right? There's no one super important that's gonna show up again. Definitely not the big old king. And I hope I can do voices. But I don't know. Are we in a prison? Oh no, not the bell! Dealing with a Scooby-Doo villain? The bellhop from beyond the grave? Oh hey, I don't know that guy. Except I do. No one will come back from that first case. Definitely not this guy, who is super dead. From a dog? No, it can never be the dog. Are we gonna interrogate a dog? This is Scooby-Doo. Ruh-roll, Raggy. Looks like I round myself murdering again. He's not coming. He's not coming, sir. This is Phoenix, right? You're right. I did interrogate a parrot once. How long does he intend to keep us waiting? Now, Mr. Edgeworth, there's no need to get out your cravat in a twist. It's a hankered. Ethan Rook's murder. 2 days after the incident, we visited the detention center. Naturally, we were hoping to meet with the defendant, Horace Knightley. His trial is set to begin the next day, with me serving as prosecutor, and that bird serving as the defense attorney. Still, he's rather late. You there, do you know what's going on? It's certainly strange. I'll try calling him one more time. It's terrible. It's Knightley. He's been murdered. Oh, hey, there's my twin brother, by the way. How do I do the gumshoe voice? It's like the only voice I'm... it's been too long. What? What'd you say, pal? Murdered? Inside the detention center? Mr. Edgeworth, check it out. You there, take us to the crime scene post-haste. Yes, sir. Oh, they can actually run. Knightley's not in his cell. Thought he was being held here. That Francisca on that picture in the top right. Kinda looks like her. No, I guess her hair isn't really swooped that much. What are you doing, sir? This way. Where are you taking us, pal? This door is the... Ah, it's the prison. Prison? Then what were you in the small rooms back there? The cells were just passed as part of the detention center. They're used for holding suspects temporarily while they await their trial. What lies ahead is a facility that serves a completely different purpose. Where the criminals who have been declared guilty serve out their sentence, pal. There's probably going to be a lot of cameos in there. One place a great thief does not want to end up, Kay. I'm opening the door now. Please follow me. Pretty sure we just passed by that one guy who was dating that one girl. I forget her name. I'm mistaken. Knightley's dead, as evident by the blood. Moreover, he was murdered inside the prison walls. How exactly did this happen? It's Phoenix Wright. I'm supposed to be very descriptive. That's the level of description that everyone deserves. It's the guy who tried to, like, eat the ball and chain. I forget his name? Why can't I remember her name, though? Because she was very important. Yeah, I know he died. He poisoned himself, but that character definitely looked like him. Definitely had the same broad shoulders. Dahlia Hawthorne, that was it. I don't know, I guess he was a pretty standard criminal. Standard looking. Can't believe something like that would happen to Mr. Knightley. Yeah, I didn't mean actually him. I know he died. He took the poison that was inside his something. Don't remember what he opened and poisoned himself with. Yes, can't believe it either, for the scene you see before you is the unmistakable reality. Besides, wasn't Mr. Knightley supposed to be in the detention center? Indeed, he was. Knightley hadn't had his trial yet. Before a suspect is found guilty, they're detained in the detention center's holding cells. They only opened prison after they received a guilty verdict. Who would be in here? The guy who hired Shelly might be in here still. I'm not very good with remembering names. I just have to find out, darn it. Knightley should not have been moved in here. You'd think he passed through those giant doors that we went through earlier, sir. Yeah, Matt Ungard. Reborn, you're not in there. You're not a criminal, I think. Unless you count blowing up farms as a criminal act. But no, don't worry, no one reported it. We just have video evidence. Huge metal doors and a long passageway separate the prison from the detention center. As a suspect, Knightley wouldn't have been able to pass through. Okay, so we got the floor plans. What happened to Knightley? In order to solve this mystery, we must first investigate the crime scene. And I apparently have jurisdiction, just go ahead and do that. Whoops. Yeah, what's up? No, I don't want to talk to you right now, okay? Not to say you're bad to talk to, but you don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Need to remember what buttons do what. Okay, these are these buttons. I can also press this to do things if I want to click. You know, a first-rate detective would go straight to the body. But we're not a first-rate detective. There's a wash bin basin over here. Any clues that would be useful in this case? I don't smell any signs of treasure. Looking for clues here, not treasure. Truth is treasure. Horace Knightley, murdered right before his trial. Let me take a closer look. Well, there's a chessboard. Huh? What's this? Mr. Edwards has something similar in his office. It's a portable chessboard. Probably the victim's. He did really like chess. Oh yeah, Mr. Knightley enjoyed chess, right? He's probably using it to pass the time in the detention center. Then he teleported here. This is a rubber glove. Yeah, there's no mistake. It's a rubber glove. How come there's only one? Let me take a closer look. These oil or dirt? Covered in mud up to the wrist. Maybe someone was playing with mud in the prison. I want to get in the action too. Looks like a gardener's glove. Do it on your own time when you're not investigating a case. For inmate use? That must mean a prisoner used this glove. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Oh, it's also covered in blood. Somehow. Covered in blood. This glove was dropped after the pool of blood formed. Why is that? If it was on the floor before the pool of blood had formed, blood would have formed an outline around the glove. Ah, okay. Blood only would have gotten on the edges of the glove. This glove was discarded after it was covered in blood. Must mean the killer left it behind. Indeed. It's highly probable. Very least the person who dropped this saw the body.
Entertain me.
Happy 11th month of whoa, that guy looks very, very dead. Still miles.
He is pretty dead. Thanks for the 11th month tier 2 sub, OP. Hope you're having a good night. Yeah, what is it, sir? You recognize this glove? Yes, sir. The inmates use it for prison for labor. That's odd. Rubber gloves are usually kept in the inmates' rooms. They are strictly regulated, so you can't just take them out. Indeed, there are no signs of any rubber gloves in the room. Covered with a dirty sheet. There's a rope in front top of the sheet. Was Nightly tied up in this rope? Take a look under the sheet. We might be able to find something. The sheet's a bright red. Appear to be bloodstains. Logically speaking, somebody was find something. Let's search this area a little more closely. Why didn't you remove the sheet entirely? Blood from his neck is stained a bright red. Cause of death was most likely from the neck wound. Probably died instantly. Couldn't even cry out in pain. There's small bumps on his head. Are these bruises? After his stab in the neck, he fell back into his head. At this point in time, there are too many unknowns. Okay, do you have your digital camera with you? I'd like the detective to take a photo of the body. Would you let him borrow it? Yeah, sure thing. Here you go, me. Thanks, pal. Alright, taking the pictures, sir. Take one. Still, he's wearing some awfully dirty clothes. Don't know if I can get a good shot with this. Appears to be dirt stains in several places. Let me take another picture from a different angle. Think I can get his head to turn? Wearing those clothes even though they're dirty. He's just like me, sir. It's also like, you know, he was kind of transferred here after being the suspect, but whatever. Detective, I hope you realize not everyone shares your lack of hygiene. Okay, let's see. Anything in his hand? Something on his finger. Let's have a closer look. Looks like an expensive ring. Don't steal it. Well, I didn't do anything yet. Was he married? Okay, wait. I wasn't even near the neck. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try to not do that one. Can I, like, move this further back? His shoes? Nope. Okay, so his whole body seems to be his neck wound thing. Okay. Also, his thing is undone. Apparently no one cares about that, though. Double checking to make sure I don't have any... Oh wait, here's the thing. Won't rest till he's stolen every suspicious looking nook and cranny. What? Just took my line. Indeed, this is quite a large area to investigate. Press the Y button to switch screens. Won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Wait, someone said that already. I'll just press this arrow, I guess. Cage inside the cage that is the prison. It's like a cageception. The correct term is prison cell. They're the same thing. You need to look more the essence of things. Actually, it's more important to get the correct information. Okay, what about this hook? The pulley. That used for prison labor too? Looks like it. Something I want to ask you. Don't even think about dangling on the hook. How'd you know that was what I was gonna ask? Somehow I had a feeling. That would be pretty dangerous. Although she's flipped off buildings before, so... I don't know how dangerous it would be. Francisca's been here. Colorful sheets. Most eye-catching thing in this room, except for the dead body. They don't fit in with the prison. There's a whip placed on top of the sheets. Reminds me of the whip lady. Maybe she left her whip here. I doubt she'd ever leave her whip behind. There's a rope near the body as well. By the way, my special talent. If it's about rope escapes, there's no need for that now. Oh, she wants to show off that badly. He's really good at reading her now. If I could look at the pulley from this one, was there like any reason for me to look up here? Over the cage, I guess? So logically, these sheets are the same sheets. The sheets stacked here have a very distinctive pattern. And the sheets stacked here have the same pattern. That's right. Okay. Don't steal my lines like that. You've done that twice now. Shouldn't get caught off guard like that. I'll never lose my edge as the great thief. It's worth too much. I thought she was on a hiatus. Logically, I've put together that sheets are indeed sheets. Well, we've collected quite a bit of evidence that proves absolutely nothing. What are the bottles? The three of us here is like a piece of cake, right, Gummy? I don't know. I mean, that's right, pal. I didn't really do anything, but we're the invincible trio. You got me doing camera work, you stealing Edward's lines, and Edward doing everything else. It all works out. Still too early to start celebrating something we haven't found yet. What haven't we found yet, sir? Oh yeah, the killer. What is missing from this crime scene? Bloodstains, footprints, the murder weapon. I mean, footprints are also missing, but the murder weapon, I guess. The murder weapon that looked like the victim's life has not been found yet. Ah, now that you mention it, you're absolutely right, sir. Detective, get your act together. Isn't that the most basic of the basics? Ah, I'm sorry, sir. Don't worry about it, Gummy. I didn't notice it either. You're not a detective. Not much of a constellation. This prison, dangerous objects can be used as weapons is strictly regulated. It'd be quite dangerous if the inmates got their hands on them. Pinning a murder weapon and carrying it around is not an easy task. I see, you have a point. What was the murder weapon? And where did it go? Where did it come from? Murder-Eye Joe. That could easily be the key of solving this case. Our visitor here's already. Who is this? I don't know how to talk without this guy. He looks cool, I guess. Sorry to barge in like that. Is this a crime scene? You're... you, aren't you... that piercing gaze. That furrowed brow. It's been a long time. Mr. Shields. Yes. I guess his name is Ray Shields. Based on the ray that appears here. Hello, Mimikyu. Good night, Mimikyu. Thanks for stopping by. Yes, that frilly thing around your neck and that stiff greeting. No doubt about it. It's my good pal, Prosecutor Manfred von Karma. Fancy meeting you here. No, that's the wrong person. What are you saying, pal? Mr. Edward's not that old man. Detective, it's fine. Oh, it's you, Professor Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth, not Professor. You're probably Professor, too. Thought you looked a bit young. You two are so similar. Looks like your Uncle Ray got you two mixed up again. Never change. How many years has it been since we last saw each other? Last time you said that to me, I was 5, and you were like, "Ah, Karma, you've gotten much shorter since I last saw you." It was very confusing. I've already forgotten. Your Uncle Ray has been overseas these past few years. Haven't you now? Something I still haven't forgotten. About you, and your betrayal. Which one? Getting some bad vibes over here. You know this guy, Mr. Edgeworth? Allow me to introduce him to you. Raymond Shields, attorney at law. His hair's less fluffy at the top than I figured it would be. He's an ace attorney. That's Phoenix's thing, though. Ace attorney, Ray Shields, at your service. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. Hey, Faraday, nice to meet you. I'm a great thief. Definitely, currently on hiatus. Great thief. That sounds romantic. How wonderful. Oh, Mr. Shields, you get it, right? Currently recruiting new members. Registration forms are easy to fill out. All you have to do is steal the truth. That's splendid. Uncle Ray would love to join your little gang. I'm sorry, but we're only accepting bright, cheerful, and energetic girls. I fit 3 of those. That's too bad. How about a hug then? Sign of affection. No. I guess not. Okay. This isn't Europe after all. Mr. Shields, what are you doing here? Oops, that's right. Sorry. Preventing the attorney from investigating the crime scene. This is the Von Karma way, isn't it? Hey, you've been going on about Von Karma this and Von Karma that. What's your problem, pal? Hold it. Detective. Restrain yourself. This can't be helped. Mr. Shields, are you the defense attorney for Horace Knightley? That's right. I guess I should say I was his defense attorney. Then he died. Now I'm not. Mr. Shields, the defense attorney. If Knightley had not been murdered, I would have been going up against him in court. Not Phoenix. I should listen to what he has to say. Defense attorney. Since you received the request to represent the victim, that must mean... Yeah, Uncle Ray was supposed to meet with the Knightley boy. Then he died. As was I. I had planned to meet with him, but then we heard the report of the dead body. Things happen. I even brought him a California roll. Mr. Shields, you can't bring food into the detention center. Yeah, is that right? Well, would you like it? No thanks. I prefer spicy tuna rolls. Still, I think Prosecutor Edgeworth would actually meet with the defendants. All defendants are guilty. Wasn't that the Von Karma way? That's a thing of the past. After, Karma was... Are we gonna meet Von Karma? I don't think he died. No, he did die. He got executed. Is that right? Is that his catchphrase? Just, is that right? He's said that at least 3 times. You sure you don't want it? I told you I don't want it. Did you meet with Knightley? Well, we met yesterday. Then he died. Sorry for bringing it up. They called me over as soon as the Knightley boy was arrested. He quit being hostile. He was being quite hostile. Oh yeah, he mentioned you. Talked about how you interfered with his plans. Probably said some nasty thing about me. Even if he hates me, I'm fine with it. Of course, now he's dead. Man, 2 of us had a great time talking about you. Mr. Shields, you also talked about me? I frequent the visitor's room here quite often. Been a while since I had such a good time. Oh yeah, so you're a regular at this prison. You should consider getting a room. Hey now, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not here as an inmate. Here to visit an old acquaintance of mine. We usually meet in the visitor's room, but I've also been here before. I should ask him about in this room. This room is where the body was found. Do you know anything about it? This room, eh? Here's a pop quiz for the Project Prosecutor. Which of these three is the name of this room? I'm pretty sure none of these are correct. This is just a storage room, isn't it? I don't know, I guess I'll look at the floor plans. I have no idea where I am. I bet I'm in this blue room that doesn't have a thing. Inside the workroom, eh? Okay. So yeah, none of these are correct. You are here. Oh, thanks. Also, it totally just glitched out. I can't see the rest of the question. I don't know, what's the name of this room? The morgue? There's a dead body here. Anyone who saw a dead body would naturally think the same thing. Well, let's reveal the correct answer. For Prosecutor Edgeworth's answer is... wrong! Correct answer is the workroom. That wasn't one of the questions. All three choices were wrong. I hate it when he does that. The inmates carry out the various kinds of prison labor here. Also serves as a rehab program, allowing them to receive job training in prison. So, how do they monitor this room? Who's in charge of the keys to the entrance? Prosecutor Edgeworth! Even your Uncle Ray doesn't have all the answers. Hey, you there. Could you tell us? Yes sir. This room doesn't have any locks and keys. Instead of locks, the doors are equipped with sensors. What do you mean by that? Oh, the prisoner inmates are wearing electric bracelets. He wasn't wearing an electric bracelet. When the bracelet passes through the door, it activates a sensor and... wee-oo, an alarm will sound. After a certain amount of time has passed, the bracelet will emit a painful shock. Pretty high class. Bracelets are tampered with, and will emit an electric shock 3 times more powerful. And then they'll die. That's terrifying. To ensure that the inmates follow the rules. Although it seems a bit harsh. Then again, there's murderers here, so... That's why when an inmate goes through the door, the guard has to accompany them. Deactivate the sensor first. And that's that. Did the inmates use this workroom today? In the past few days, no one's used the workroom. I'm sure of it. Not one inmate has entered this room today. That's the case. Raises a contradiction with the crime scene. There's something in this crime scene that should not exist. I will use my powers of deduction and inspect the crime scene again. It'd be the glove, right? Also, can I examine these potions? There's a bunch of strange tools here. Don't see anything out of place. I'm kind of picking up the scent of an animal. You have special smelling abilities or something? No, just a feeling. I can smell the scent of treasure. Let me lock up all my valuables in a safe. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, I wouldn't steal your valuables. So you would steal someone else's valuables. As long as it's not me, I suppose. Old restaurant inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Rubber gloves used by the inmates. It's unnatural for one to end up in this place. This is the direct contradiction with the evidence. Eh? Why is that? Well, we just heard about the inner workings of the prison. Rubber gloves are used to inmates should not be present in this room. Let's present the evidence to support my reasoning. Do I have evidence that supports my reasoning? I mean, is it? I guess the glove wouldn't present. Whatever. The glove can't really contradict itself. The inmates cannot freely enter this room, as they were wearing bracelets to set off the sensors. According to the guard, it seems that no inmates were scheduled to enter this room today. However, Rubber Glove used the inmates was left here. This is a direct contradiction. And you left this Rubber Glove in here, sir? I don't know. Yet. However, it seems that this Rubber Glove is connected to our case. I'm glad everything comes across as brilliant. God, aside from the inmates and the prison guards, does anyone else have access to this room? Well, this is a prison facility after all. Only inmates and prisoner guards are come here. I mean, except for you, and you. And the dead guy there. Mr. Shields? Yeah, what are you saying? There are others that come in here. Aside from inmates and prison guards, there's certain things that can enter this room. Are you talking about them? But they're... Mr. Shields, what are these things that you speak of? It should be obvious. You came here all the way without seeing one, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Usually you can find them walking around the prison facility. Well, you see, once you leave this room, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Hey, pal, you're just saying that to get Mr. Edgeworth to leave, pal? What now? Don't you trust me? Mr. Detective, you have a big body, but small mind. What'd you say, pal? Detective Gumshoe. Sorry, sir. Come on, follow me. I'll show you what Uncle Ray has been talking about. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. What does he remind me of? We're gonna see the doggo? See? It looks just like him. Oh. I did not expect other animals. There are more than just the prisoners and prison guards living here. Animals. Yep, animals. According to the guard, they introduced the animal therapy here several years ago. Each prisoner is assigned one animal. In other words, they received a pet partner. That seems kind of fun. Plus, learning to take care of their pet is a great qualification to have. Do you mean the work crew? Yep. It's where the prisoners practice taking care of their pets. And then, the thing you mentioned earlier could have been the crime scene is... Right, these animals. Hold it. That doesn't make any sense, pal. Why would an animal leave behind a rubber glove? Wow, what a condescending clap. Why are you hammering people? Quite right. But the fact remains that they could have entered the crime scene. Mr. Edgeworth, can you please talk some sense to this man? Mr. Shields, are the animals allowed to go wherever they please? Most of the doors of this prison are fitted with sensors. Sensors not only sound the alarm in response to the prisoner's bracelets, they also respond to the animal's microchip and open the doors for him. Oh, okay. I thought Phoenix did it first, to be honest. Guys, stop being mean. Microchip? It's like a teeny machine embedded under the animal's skin. All it takes is a simple little injection, pish, and the microchip is inserted. That sounds painful. I've heard it's not that painful. But anyway. You are different colors now, but every once in a while Sapphire changes your colors. I don't know why she keeps doing that. Like Greninja earlier was green, and then in the Twitch chat he was orange. And also I just kind of glance over, so... Since they're animals... animals aren't criminals, they're allowed to move around freely. How ironic. The ones with the most freedom in this prison are the animals. Maybe. But still, they can't go out of the prison. Prison's entrance does not have a sensor. Oh. What's that? Is that a bell? What's that? Is that a bell? Yes, you just repeated my words. Bork, bork. Hello, I am dog. This dog has a bell on its collar. What's the sound that we heard earlier? Okay. Mr. Edworth, why are you glaring at each other? I mustn't lose. Mr. Edworth, you're not good with dogs, are you, sir? I'll tame the dog myself. Here, boy, here, boy. He didn't listen to me. Mustn't lose to that dog. Completely ignored me, sir. Compared to the other animals, there's something different about this one. Something a great hostility towards me only. Well, now that I've introduced the animals, what's next on the agenda? Of course, we're catching those related to the case, pal. Yes, we should gather information about the state of things when the body was discovered. We'll start with you in that cell. Tell us what you know. He definitely didn't have the hood up before, but sure. He's completely ignored me, pal. Is that the dog in disguise? Did he somehow teleport and put on a hood? You there, do you know anything about the incident? He's scary. Don't be so cold. Come on, you can talk to us. Or, how about an introductory hug? It's time. What's that? Sorry, was Uncle Ray's joke a little too much? Is a bear? Exercise time. This man is clearly odd. Need to get some answers from him. Your name is? Me, prisoner number D259, jailbird. Gotta raise my metabolism. Can't let my muscles rest. Otherwise I can't bear with it. Muscles aside, looks like you've lost a lot of weight. Half the match is won every time before it's begun. Yeah. Gotta make a weight limit. You entered some kind of tournament? Past a boxer. Yeah, former boxer. Exercise is just a hobby of mine. It looks like the bear's hobby too. He's hanging on like an apron, so cute. This is Rocky the polar bear. He's my partner. Despite his looks, he's often very cold to me. Loosen his tongue. Maybe you can try asking him now. Where were you and Rocky at the time of the incident? What incident? I don't know anything. I got nothing to say to you. That's for me to decide. I'll answer the question. Didn't I just tell you? I know nothing. There's no intention of talking. In that case, you got no choice but to use that. Yes, if he insists on having nothing to do with us, we'll have to prove there's a connection. Mr. Elbird, by all means, you will tell us what you know. Okay, I'll tell you what I know. Nothing. Goodbye. Mental chess. Activate. No one can resist my Bankai. Let's analyze the situation. Fighting stance. Seems to become agitated. In these circumstances, a direct conversation would be pointless. When my opponent becomes agitated, I should calmly wait and see. When I see an opening, I will not hold back. Let's question him about his knowledge of the incident. To start with, I'll ask about his movements today. I'll have to tie him out for the sound of the bell. What did you do today? Can you tell me what you've done today? Answer me. Huh? You want to fight with me? Get in your fighting stance. Haven't you realized it yet? I have you cornered. Okay. Rocky, you hearing this kind of thing? No time for jibber jabber. Want a knuckle sandwich? That's a wasted remark. I wanted to see him actually get into a fighting stance and then fail. But it didn't work. During those times, I should calmly wait and see. Yeah. I wanted to see Edworth actually get into a fighting stance, though. What? Are you throwing in the towel already? This is not a fist fight. Welcome to the war that is chess. Also just talking to people. By the way, hasn't that moving around tired you out? Don't underestimate my stamina. You want to test me? With that body of yours? I ain't tired at all. Well, first off, I held back in my training today. Just stayed quietly in my cell. Quietly? Then what's with all that sweat? Buzz off. That's all I've got to say. I'm getting a little tired. You're a well-trained boxer. However, you need more practice in the art of lying. Getting a little tired? That's not possible. You said that you stayed quietly in your cell just a moment ago. Ah. Hang on, Rocky. We can take this. Rocky, looks like it's gonna be a tough opponent. You just allowed to do that? This man looks like he's still hiding something. Next time I'll ask him the time of the incident. My power returns. Do not need to use fists. My words will be enough for a KO. What were you doing at the time of the incident? Do you recall what you were doing at the time of the incident? Sleeping. Rocky was too. The incident happened just a few moments ago. You look wide awake to me. Muscle strengthen while they're resting. Sleep is important. Well then, I'm sorry to have woken you. Rest is part of training, right? Oh. So you get it after all. Not bad, Mr. Prosecutor. How'd you know I'm a prosecutor? Oh? I don't recall ever introducing myself as a prosecutor. How'd you know? That's a conversation we had when we first entered this room. Were you, by chance, eavesdropping on us? In that case, there's no way you could have been asleep. You lied to us. Well, you lied to me. Oh. You got me there. You pack a nice punch. Yeah, I lied about sleeping. So what? I was just exercising this room. Completely still. You got a problem with that? Well, now I know he was awake. I should remember this clue. When the incident occurred, did you notice anything unusual about the prison? Huh? You don't want to fight. Get out of the ring. Okay, so that was too passive. Tired already? Haven't you realized it yet? I have you cornered. Okay, that was also the wrong answer. I figured it was the first or the second one, but I should really just go with my gut instead of being like, nah, I think this is wrong. Huh? Answer the question. What was the situation like at the time of the incident? Oof. I got no answers for you. I was asleep then. Rocky was too. Let's try using that clue. Weren't you exercising? A night! Didn't you admit it earlier? You were exercising. Ow. Looks like I just ate a counter. Your back's against the ropes, and there's no way out. Just confess already. Hey, quiet down a bit. If outsiders like you make a racket, you'll frighten the animals again. What do you mean by again? You've been persistent. However, I'm afraid you're about to hit the mat. You said again just now. Did something happen earlier? To frighten the animals? Oof. Oh, now even Rocky's mad. Yeah. Darn it. How could I have gotten sucker punched like that? Rattled my brain. Yeah. There was a great scream back then. Sorry, the animals. Dang. Would have never lost in a real ring. Checkmate. We're also not in a real ring because you're behind bars. Imagine he's probably got arrested for murdering someone in the ring. I believe this proves that you know something about this case. I almost said nothing. Darn. Okay, I'll talk. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't lose focus, Kay. The real game has just begun. Hold it. No, wrong person. Sorry. Let's just stop for a moment. Uncle Ray's got one more important thing to say. Must be fate that's brought us together after all these years. I have received an opportunity to observe your skills carefully. And I'll be giving a detailed report to that person about how much you've grown. Who's that person? You didn't know? The truth is... Hold it. Doesn't concern Kay, she doesn't need to know. Whoa there. They scared me. Don't get so worked up. You can do what you like, doesn't matter to me. How you have been leading your life ever since you were tainted by the Von Karma way. Sure, that person would be interested. That's my duty. I feel it's my duty to report to him. I don't know who he's talking about. I'll expose your mistakes here. I won't let you disappoint him any further. Mr. Edgeworth, just what are you guys talking about? Don't concern yourself with it. Our only opponent is now Elbird. Well then, let's hear it. What do you know about the case? You're gonna be sorry. Boom. About the incident. Recreational time ended around 10 AM. I returned to this room and went straight to my training. As I counted to 2, I heard a voice shout out, "Arg, I've been stabbed." Sounded like someone in pain, calling out for help. But I couldn't do anything since I was locked up in my cell. So I went back to my training. That's odd. You really weren't bothered by that shout. Nah, someone gets stabbed every Tuesday. Even if there was nothing I could do. Look out for number 1 before you look out for the others. That's the basic rule in prison. Indeed, even if he wanted to take a look, he'd still be locked in his cell. Is all that training equipment yours? You seem to have quite a collection. I get him from the supplier. Supplier? You can get him to ask about anything and put it into order. It's our secret shop. That's quite convenient. So if Uncle Ray wanted a cute girl. In that case, you should order a book on how to give a testimony. Because I'm going to knock you down for the count in 1 hit. You're gonna KO me? Again? Seriously, I've already been down once. The bell's already rung. Stop kidding around. Hey, don't ignore your Uncle Ray. I was talking to him. Okay, I don't care about that one. Well, I don't know. What time is it right now? I don't know. Recreational time? There are people from the outside who come here. Like the animals. And sing and dance to entertain the people on the inside. That's great! That sounds like fun. And you participate in this event? There's a few opportunities to mingle with outsiders. After recreational time ended, okay. This seems like a pretty high-class prison. What exactly does training entail? To build up stamina and rhythm. Jump rope. What? I'm in such a small room? Isn't that dangerous for Mr. Bear? I mean, Rocky? Rocky's a smart one. When he sees me grab my rope, he clings to my chest. You're able to jump rope while holding a bear. He's a weight, I'll gladly bear. Rocky's my best partner. So today I started my jump rope routine as usual, however. He's a weight I'll gladly bear. No, that was the best. It was a very sweet punishment. Could you describe that voice for me? It was the voice of someone whose life was in peril. I don't know what do you want me to say? Someone was being stabbed, it sounded like arg. I could tell. Really? That's no laughing matter. In this voice, you heard it quite clearly. Could you say if it was male or female at least? You never heard the scream of a cornered man before? I told you, that man was screaming for his life. Of course I heard it clearly. He didn't emphasize it was a guy, at least. Did he say anything else? That was all. Didn't say anything important after that. That's for me to decide. I'd like to hear it, if you please. If you really want to know that badly, how about I recreate the scene for you right now? No. That's a stupid thing to ask. Miles, you should apologize too. One is vile. I'd like to clarify it if possible. Come on, please bear with us, for Uncle Ray's sake, okay? Anyhow, I heard the voice, but... You were able to concentrate on your training after that scream? If I were on the outside, I'd probably go over and take a look from a curiosity. However, the stupid cell, I'd have to get permission to go anywhere. Have you considered breaking out of prison? That sounds more like something you'd try to do. If this place wasn't a prison, Mr. Knightley might have been able to get help. I don't believe he could have been saved. What if someone come running to his aid? Elbert is clearly lying. What possible reason could he have to do this? To point out the contradiction. Do I have a contradiction? Died instantly. I guess that would be the contradiction. Mr. Elbert, can you hear my voice clearly? No. Why you mocking me? The victim received a fatal blow to the throat, which means he couldn't have possibly have screamed. Took a jab. Why did you hear the non-existent scream? That's, there should have been a scream. There should have been one. Dang it. I had to rip that smug look off your face, but I can't, because I'm behind bars. You're behind bars. You're behind the bars that I'm behind. Yeah, you're right. I never heard a scream. One who heard it was the guy in the next cell. The next cell? The next cell? Hey, wait a second. I saw something that I didn't see before. Did I see a guilt parrot? Yeah, what's up? I heard the scream. Regulation time had just ended. Happened just after we returned to our cells. Now tell that guy I heard a great scream. Can you describe that scream for me? Yeah, I never told that guy about the contents of the scream though. Hey! Someone, come quickly. Man's been... something like that. So it wasn't the victim. But rather it was the first person to discover the body who screamed. I see. That solves that mystery. There was nothing wrong with Mr. Elbert's testimony. Is that really true? Or is there still a problem with Elbert's testimony? No, I think in this case a new problem has presented itself. Mr. Elbert, why did you not hear the scream? Thought they didn't hear the scream, sir. Hey you, why didn't you hear the scream, pal? You guys, you suspect me. I was shut up in this stupid cell the whole time. How could I have killed someone in the workroom? That's, would be impossible, wouldn't it? Yeah, none of us could have killed him. If we could have killed him, we would have already killed you guys by now. You guys don't think you're going to get out of this prison alive. I nearly forgot. Despite being locked inside cages, these guys are still dangerous criminals. Hehe, looks like we got ourselves in a pretty bad situation. Where are the guards? What can I do? I can't talk them in this circumstance. Overruled, what? Who was that? She the warden? Oh, she's another judge? We've only seen the two. Please be silent. What? Who are you? Can't you see we're busy here? Shh. Silence is golden. What the? Now your hands. You shall remain silent while under the judgment of the law. You should be thankful you get to live your life without the need of money. You will receive blessings of the goddess of law. God, if you would please, shoot this man in the face. Congratulations, you get to spend the night in the disciplinary room. Yeah, but that's... No, not there. Anywhere but there. Accept this wonderful blessing. Let your heart be reborn. Cast away your sins. Stop it, no! Rocky, help! Oh, goddess of law, give this man your blessings. I thank thee. You are? My name is Justin Courtney. Justine Courtney. I don't like that name. I am privileged to be a judge, an emissary of strength of the law. A judge, you say? Why are you here? Prosecutor Edgeworth. Did you think there was only two of us? I came to meet with you personally. I convey the will of the Prosecutorial Investigation Committee. My appointed task. Prosecutor invested what? What's that? Do not use that name so lightly, but you just did. Those are sacred words of the goddess of law. Since little Kay doesn't know, Uncle Ray will explain it for her. The pick is also a toothpick that picks away criminals. It's made up of 11 members. Their job is to check if the prosecutors are doing their job properly. If I'm not mistaken, members are elected from the politicians and those of legal profession. So, I take it you are one of those members? Indeed, I am thankful they judged me worthy of such a task. They saw my name and were like, this is the one. I too am thankful for that I was able to meet you here. How about a hug? Thankfulness. Overruled. Prosecutor Investigation Committee also shares deep ties with the Bar Association. Hey, I was just kidding. No need to make such a scary face. You know, this guy doesn't seem to like Edgeworth, but he doesn't seem like a bad guy. He's not a jerk like, Lang kinda was. Your job is to find bad prosecutors and punish them? Well said. May you be blessed by the goddess of law. Our job is to remove problematic prosecutors from their cases. And so, those people not to be fit to be prosecutors will be stripped of their prosecutor's badge. What business does whatchamacallit committee have with Mr. Edgeworth, pal? We're in the middle of an investigation here. Objection. Oh, wrong person. Wow, you're thick, seriously. How thick-headed can you be? Who do you think you are, pal? Me, I'm a prosecutor. Sebastian de Bastille is my name. Haven't you heard of me? Prosecutor's office. Everyone calls me the best. So beloved there. I've never heard of you in my life. Dang it. Never heard of you. And you, Mr. Flatwood, you've heard of me, right? It's the first time, pal. Oh well, it can't be helped. There's no way someone who's so thick on the intake could have good ears. Don't you mean slow on the uptake? I suppose it's only natural Sebastian came as prosecutor last month. You're just a rookie prosecutor? Right, the best rookie prosecutor in the office, much like the last 5 prosecutors that have been shown. But you know, whatever. Oh, so he plans to be. Oh, it's hand teleported there. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm here to clean up the mess you made. What do you mean? The pick intends to have me replaced. That much is clear. Mr. de Bastille. I know what you're trying to say. However, I've not been informed of this. Your Honor, I would like an explanation. Very well, this judgment has been passed under the name of the Goddess of Law, as everything is, because shut up. Incident of the President's welcoming event and the murder of Horace Knightley. Prosecutor Investigation Committee, or PIC, has decreed that you will be taken off this case for no reason. And Sebastian has been appointed to take over the case. That is all. What did you hit with that? What, you can't just take him off the case like that, pal? Your Honor, I thought I asked for an explanation. The judgment is guilty. The Goddess of Law's verdict is absolute. I have done nothing to warrant being taken off this case. You don't remember? Very well, in that case I shall remind you of your past crimes. You boarded the President's plane, which was protected by extraterritorial rights, and we were given permission. And then, of all things, you ordered a search of the President's personnel. And your single mistake could have sparked an international incident. It extends. Neat. You crossed the lines, Prosecutor. You've greatly overstepped your authority. Objection. Oh, that's fine. I'll admit my actions may have gone against the rules. However, if I had not taken that risk, I'm certain the truth would have never been found. I have never considered my actions a mistake. So you're saying as long as the end justify the means, it's alright to ignore the rules? That is an extremely dangerous way of thinking. No one is above the rules. That is the spirit of law. I'm sorry, but I cannot accept your way of thinking. I see, that's a shame. Even so, I'm the one with the hammer. The gavel must slam down the conclusion of the trial. Even if you, or the defense attorney, or the suspect, do not consent to the verdict, all you can do is accept the blessings of the goddess of law. Or will you fight it, and risk losing your badge? It means to take my badge if I don't obey. Oh, that's too bad. It seems you understand. Now, then, gods, please proceed. Got it right there! Hey, what are you doing? Aren't you supposed to be on our side? You should listen to the new prosecutor in charge. I don't want to work for you, pal. But isn't the job of a flatfoot? We're at an overwhelming disadvantage here. But we have a buddy on our side. Useless to resist any longer. Detective Gumshoe, you're now under Mr. De Best's authority. But that's... Your Honor? Yes, what is it? This does not mean I have accepted your decision. We will meet again. Certainly, I look forward to that day. Let's go, okay? Okay. Wait, don't forget. I'll be reporting today's events to that person, from that country, in that language. Prepared right there. To be continued. Whip. Why does it feel like something's missing? Oh well. Mr. Edgeworth, just what happened yesterday? Also, I guess a day has passed. Those two people, their attitude was just unforgivable. Mr. Edgeworth, do you not like my teleporting hand? Here to clean up the mess you made. The prosecutor blah 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 Sebastian blah 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 total chump blah blah blah. I totally tuned out what she said. They were certainly ruthless, but what I'm more concerned about is... just what is the pick thinking? I'm worried about what they will do from here on. I have a bad feeling about this. Hey Mr. Edgeworth, you listening to me? Yes, I'm listening. You're not gonna give up on this case, are you? No, I don't plan on backing down, not with that current situation as is. If I would silently stand by, that would only validate their claims, and then I would die! I no longer have investigative rights. What should I do now? Ask for them back? What is it, Detective Gumshoe? Bad news, sir! I heard something down at the printing. Sounds like they'd already arrested a suspect in yesterday's case. What? Who is it? I don't know yet, sir, even though I was there when he got arrested. But we go to the detention center and we can ask. Let's get going. Mr. Edgeworth, even if I can investigate, meeting with the suspect should not be an issue. Alright, we're heading over there to the detention center now. I'll sit over the double, sir. Detective, won't that interfere with your job? Can't investigate syndic crime anyway, so it should be okay, sir. Roger, sir. Let's go, okay? Okay. Also, thanks for letting me sleep on your couch. It's very comfortable. He's not coming, is he? He's not. It's happening all over again. Don't joke about that. No way. I mean it. It's not happening. Yes, it's happening, alright. There's someone who wants to talk to you. Is it Phoenix? That sounds like a pretty screechy voice, huh? No way, no way, no way. Don't be so stubborn. When our prosecutor's like scary or something? I was giving you death glare. Pardon me, but would you happen to be the suspect? I knew it. Who's this? Okay, why does this man seem so distraught? Well, because you're, you. That doesn't help me at all. Hello, Mr. Suspect. Would you mind talking to us for a little bit? Who are you? I'm Mr. Edward's assistant, Kay Faraday. Well, it's just a part-time job. I'm taking a vacation from my real job. I don't remember hiring you. Although I do pay you in lunches, I guess. This is Mr. Edward. He's a prosecutor, but he's not as scary as it looks. It's okay. How rude. I do not look scary. Oh, really? Really? Really. Anyway, you can tell your name, Mr. Suspect. Yeah, I'm Simon Keys. Nice to meet you, Simon. You can just call me Kay, Kay? I am Miles Edgeworth, prosecutor. I would appreciate a word with you. Please, for your own good, Simon. Really? Finally, looks like we're able to get something out of him, thanks to Kay. Okay, I'll talk. This guy, doesn't look all there. Very jumpy. I can tell you a bit about yourself. No way, not that. I couldn't do that. Impossible. I'm not worthy. There's nothing interesting about me. Your occupation? No way, not that. It's not a big deal, honest. Yeah, I'm just a regular employee. An employee at what? Do you know Horace Knightley? About the victim Knightley. I don't think he's going to talk to me about this. Okay? Simon, do you know Mr. Knightley from somewhere? Knightley? Yeah, I did. He was a friend from across the ocean. Friend? So you know Knightley was arrested? Did you know that Mr. Knightley was arrested? Sorry, it took a second for me to read Edward's mind. Yeah. Came here to meet him. Hey, hasn't done Hear No Evil yet, I think. We visited Detention Center 2. When was that? When did you visit him here? It was 2 days ago, in the afternoon. Received a call from the police, so I came over right away. From the police? Why'd you get a call from the police? It was a request from Knightley. He had a message for me. A message? Yeah, he wanted to bring me his pocket-sized chessboard. So I retrieved it from his house. Came here to give it to him. Did he say chessboard? Did you say chessboard? Phew, getting really good at reading Edward's mind. Is Kay stealing my thoughts? No, Mr. Edward. It's just written on your face. I was just guessing from your facial expressions. See, I could be a useful assistant, right? So, do you know what we need to do next? You bet. We gotta show that to Simon, right? Correct. Let's present it and see how he reacts. What happens if you present it right away? Do you recognize this chessboard? Ah, that's Knightley's. Just as I thought. Did it have a knife in it, maybe? This was found near Knightley's corpse. He always carried a chessboard with him. Oh, just like him to have one until his last breath. Sounds like you two were really close, Simon. Yeah, we were best friends. At least, I thought we were. Maybe I was wrong. Huh? I never imagined you would murder someone. Having someone close to you turn out to be a murderer. Reality can be so cruel. Not something most people can easily accept. Like when my father figure ended up being the murderer of my actual father. I still don't accept that. It was probably that bird. I never imagined we would part ways like this. Mr. Edward, something definitely strange here. There's no way Simon could have killed Mr. Knightley. Indeed, certainly can't see a motive at all. However, the fact remains that he was the one who was arrested on that charge. What was the justification for doing so? Probably something completely asinine. Why were you arrested? No. I guess he still won't respond to me. Okay, tag in. Well, I don't know. Looks like he's finally warming up to you. Phew, that's great to help. And like Case stealing my lines. This morning a police officer barged into my house. Before I knew it, he brought me here. Was the prosecutor accompanying him that time? I remember a prosecutor called Vest or something was there too. I was gonna say dumb, because he looked dumb, but I don't think that was his name. It was that rookie prosecutor. I guess the police haven't dragged you into the questioning yet, huh? He's on the case. Like, he's on the cover of the game. So he probably will appear in every case. But the Best already seems like a really annoying person to talk to. So I hope he doesn't appear in every case. Are the police gonna interrogate me? Yep, that's right. Because you're the suspect. No way, no way, no way, no way. Aren't detectives like crazy abusive or something? Always bossing you around with the big bodies? Dr. Gumshoe's on the scene! Oh no, I knew it. Please don't beat me with your thick arms. Can't take it anymore, someone call the police. I am the police. What's gone on to him, sir? Well, it's because you're you, detective. Ah, I don't get it, sir, but somehow that sounds right. Simon has to be innocent. Can't we do something? We could steal him. Simon Keyes. Yeah? You were Mr. Knightley's best friend. You only just met with him 2 days ago. You say you didn't kill him. Are you certain about this? Yeah, I am. I wouldn't harm a fly. Oh no, a fly! I see. That's enough for me. I shall offer my assistance in proving your innocence. Eh? What's the point in helping little old me? It's not just for you. I also get paid. This case, I have a personal stake in as well. That's right, we gotta get back to those two from yesterday. Sorry, I broke my phone case. Because I am a total klutz. Oh my gosh. So my phone case is blue. And I've had it for probably like 3 years now. Maybe 4. And I often forget that my actual phone is silver. Like a bright silver. There we go. Gotta get those two back from yesterday. Yeah, I'm fired up, sir. Feel like I could punch somebody. I don't have any investigation rights at the moment, since I won't be able to obtain information myself. Your role is most vital. I'm sure we can rely on you to fill any holes in the information we have. Help us help you. That's all I ask. No, I just had an idea. Why don't you just borrow a defense attorney's badge, sir? Come on, there's no way Mr. Edgeworth could do that. Could he? This isn't time to be joking around. But I wasn't joking. Helping the suspect as defense attorney is a job, pal. Don't worry about that. Doesn't matter what Mr. Edgeworth's job is. All we gotta do is find the real murderer. Let's get moving. Okay, pal. I didn't even say anything. I'm sure you understand, but if the investigation results prove that you are the murderer, no hard feelings, but I will show no mercy. But you don't need to be scared. I believe in your story, at least for now. All you need to do is believe in us that believe in you, and wait patiently. There's nothing to fear. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be off. I mean, yeah. Pretty sure Edward did that once. When Phoenix was indisposed. Incapacitated or whatever. We're all fired up and ready to go. Still can't enter the part of the prison where the murder occurred. Can't investigate. The only thing you can do now is defend him in court, sir. How are you supposed to do that? We can't. Huh? Yeah, of course you were here. Does Phoenix appear in any of these games? As in more than a cameo? Well, if it isn't Prosecutor Edward, it's Mary Jane. What are you guys doing here? You come in to harass Mr. Edward again, pal. Also, how'd you step through that metal detector with a pen in your pocket? Hey, what are you talking about, big guy? Uncle Ray's here to do his job. Because he's still Edward's friend. It'd be nice if he at least showed up one time. Plus, he gets involved in murders a lot. I would not be surprised if he was convicted for an accidental murder again. That he had no part in, he was just there. Your job? Oh yeah, you're defense attorney, right? Okay, you're as cutiful as ever. Cutiful? Is that even a word? Yeah, what Phoenix said. Don't mention that guy's name, especially around Phoenix. Isn't that right? I might not look it, but your Uncle Ray's a hotshot defense attorney. Here to meet with a new client today. What's his name again? Shy Monkeys or something? You mean Simon Keys? That's it. Okay. Looks like you know the deal. Mr. Edward, he's the defense attorney. I thought as much. Guess we have no choice but to resort to that method. In the past, whenever I had to investigate a case as I was not placed in charge of, I was able to gain access by becoming a subordinate to whoever was in charge. Not my preferred option, but it's the only one I have now. Mr. Shields, if I may ask? Hold it. By the way, I don't take on sidekicks. I refuse to take on the male assistants who lack charm. Especially someone who was like a son to Von Karma. Mr. Shields, as I thought, he won't forgive me so easily. Shields, I understand that you cannot forgive me for what I've done. I'm also fully aware that your hatred towards those that involved with the Von Karma. I will not call Francisca on my phone right now to come talk to you. I don't know if you'll believe me, but I'm no longer the same as I was back then. Back when I idolized Von Karma. Yeah, pal, Mr. Edwards is a changed man. Sure, he may have been a cruel, inhuman prosecutor in the past, but now he's completely different, pal. Now he's just cruel. But he's still human. When you put it like that bluntly, it kind of hurts. That's right. Mr. Edwards not a bad guy anymore. He saved my life. I wouldn't even call him prosecutor, he's more like a hero, yeah. Helped me on a big case last month. A hero? That's some pretty big talk there, Missy. He's a magnificent hero. Although he'd be no match for a great thief like me. Maybe the Steel Samurai, though. Take that back. Could never match up to the Steel Samurai. Don't the actions of the Picts appear strange to you? I believe there may be something else hidden behind this case. I can't afford to quit at this juncture. Please let me help you with the investigation. I am begging you. Never expected you to grovel like this. Sure looks like you changed, alright? And I'm kinda interested in the cause of all this. You're interested in what changed me? If I had to say, it would probably be the courtroom itself. All the experiences I've had and all the people I've met inside the courtroom. Losing case after case to that man. And perhaps reuniting with my old friends. Except for Larry. I'd rather not reunite with him again. Never expected you of all people to change. Who would have thought that you'd lay open your heart like that? I'm sure that man would be surprised as well. Guess I can't turn you away. Maybe long overdue, but allow me to properly reintroduce myself. If you would be so kind as read this. Huh. He works for Edworth, that's weird. Edworth Law Offices, Raymond Shields, head attorney. Edworth. Mr. Shields was an assistant to my deceased father. Gregory Edworth. Really? Your father was a defense attorney? That means that man she'll talk about is... Correct, my cute little K. Prosecutor Edworth Old Man. Never changed the name of the firm. It's my way of showing my appreciation for his help. Prosecutors Edworth? No, wait. Miles. Uncle Ray doesn't fully trust you just yet. May have been temporary, but the fact remains. You were once disciple of Von Karma. Say that you changed, but you'll need to prove it with me or to me with your actions. Even your old man would have wanted it this way. Yes, I understand. Alright, I'm getting tired of all this stuffy talk, so let's give it a rest and move on. For now, I'll make you a temporary assistant. How's that sound? I'm sorry to trouble you. But this outcome's kinda moving, yeah? Prodigal son returned to the work in his late father's law firm. What about me? What about me? Of course you can help out too, okay? You're the talk to button. Alright, thanks a lot, Mr. Shields. I mean, boss. Now then, let's get right to work. With a hug. Let's see, first off, what do you think we should do, Miles? That's right. I had some unfinished business yesterday. So it wasn't the victim, but rather it was the first person to discover the body. It doesn't seem like Simon was the first person to see the body either. Doesn't seem like they were here at all. Why don't we find them first? That's what they have to say. Yeah, that's it. Uncle Ray thinks so too. Upbeat as always. But I don't like that condescending clap of his. With that decided, let's hurry up and grill him. Sir, what am I supposed to do? Detectives can't help defense attorneys. Except for that one time where I helped Phoenix do a thing. And that other time where I helped Phoenix do a thing. And then that other time where I delivered a thing for Francisca. But that was a prosecutor thing, but I delivered it to Phoenix. But either way, we can't help defense attorneys. I can't just leave him be. Detective, I will give you a special assignment. I want you to assist Mr. DeBestie in investigation and follow his orders. And then, if you discover anything useful, I want you to share it with us. Detective, this is a job that only you can do. Can we count on you? Yes, sir, leave it to me. I'm really good at leaking investigation reports to defense attorneys. I do it all the time, like the time I gave that investigation report to Phoenix. The other time I did that. And then that one time I did to that one guy. Normally that'd be a problem for me, but it may come in handy this time. Alright, let's get moving, shall we? Time to go to jail. Wait, let me rephrase that. I wonder which character has the pony. You know, he already has a bird. Do you think they gave him two? Do you think he has two animals? I would assume no, because he already has a bird, but... Sorry, I was about to drop my phone. Since I have one hand free, it has to fiddle with something. Where's the person who first discovered the body? It was this pony. For now, all we can do is ask around. Hold it right there. Who is this woman? And is it cold here? She's wearing a giant coat. Excuse me, but... Oh, you are simply irresistible. Huh? Do you mean me? Very nice indeed. What an elegant mustache. It's a pleasure to meet you, mademoiselle. Defense Attorney Ray Shields at your service. How about we exchange greetings with a hug? Oh ho ho. But of course. Even the little, like, fox is extending its arm. That's adorable. Oof. Oh, it went further than a hug. I've lost in hugs. Uncle Ray's lips. A proper greeting should begin with a hug and a kiss. Is she Russian? It was almost like it was stolen from him. Yes, a remarkable feat of quickness that would put great thief to shame. Don't try it. I feel that close contact is very important. It goes for my family and the home as well. Never mind the fact that I'm wearing a giant coat. Quite a splendid way of thinking there. I'm the warden. Patricia Rowland? And this is my pet fox. But please, just call me Patty. The warden. So she's in charge of the prison and detention center. Nice to meet you. I'm Miles Edgeworth. I'm Mr. Shields' assistant. Pardon me for asking, but were you here in the prison yesterday? But of course, yesterday was the day that I wouldn't have missed for the world. Wouldn't have missed for the world? You have some kind of important meeting? Do I see the pun? No, not off the top of my head. Patricia Rowland? Patty? I'm glad that her neck piece seems to be alive, though. Oh, heavens no, I despise meetings. It was the animal show, of course. Her name is Patrol? Is it? I guess Patrol Land, yeah. Well, that's dumb. Went with Parole. That also is probably part of it. Just without the E. They are all dumb, I agree. But some of them are especially bad. A wonderful spectacle with featuring animals dancing and flying through the air. I always see it along with everyone else in our home. We're a big, happy family. Built a special stage for the courtyard just for this performance. Performance for the prisoners' entertainment. Yesterday, Elbert mentioned some kind of recreation. Even dumb puns are punny, once you get them. Although, I don't know, some of them are definitely not puns. Some of them are just bad names. This stupid judge's name. Suppose an animal show is what he was referring to. When does the show take place? It started at 8 AM and ended around 10 AM. Exactly when the body was discovered. Whoever saw the show would probably have an alibi. Now, if you excuse me, I must be going. I have business to attend to. Please take your time and have a look around our home. Goodbye. Can I talk to... That's the first thing I'm gonna do is talk to that parrot. What should we talk, Mr. Edworth? There's a prisoner here who heard the scream from the person who first discovered the body. Let's start by talking with him. Also, I guess the L-bird is gone. Can I talk to the bird? I can't talk to the bird! I feel cheated. It's right there! Edgeworth, say something! You interrogated this bird! No, wait, no you haven't. You just talked to it. Francisca has interrogated. Regardless! Talk to the bird! I feel cheated. Actually, let's talk to the pony. Hello, pony. Even have a pony. Little kids could ride it. How nice, like a zoo! Although it's the humans who are treated like animals in here. Do you think they'll find out if I took one home with me? I think that if you did that, you'd be the one behind bars. Also, yes, because they have chips. I mean, I guess, but Francisca was there. Or no, yeah, Von Karma was there. Francisca was not there yet. She wasn't introduced till afterwards. Sorry. I'm getting my timelines messed up because it's been like a year. But still, Edworth was there. He saw the whole thing. Where's the person who first discovered the body right now? Around this time, they need to be in the workroom, around the back. Where this person doesn't have a body? I should go take a look. Yeah, it's been a year. We've come a long way. It's Potbelly Pig. Let's hope it doesn't become dinner. How nice, like a zoo! You already said that. Oh, there's a monkey, too. There's a cat. Who has the bunny? Why doesn't this guy have an animal? Or does he? I don't see one. Also, I think this guy actually might be a reference to the guy who killed himself. Because he kind of looks just like him. I mean, it's just the standard outfit, but he even has the ball and chain. And he doesn't have a model. He doesn't have like a full picture. Meow. I'd like to ask you some questions. So cute, meow. It really is, meow. Hey you! Meow! You finally noticed me. By the way, what's this cat named, meow? His name is Nermal, meow. That's enough. Carry on with your duties. He was a failure to communicate. So Nermal, the cat. What's a rabbit doing here? I almost stepped on it. How nice, like a zoo. Where's the dog, though? Where does this door lead to? Don't you feel some strange vibes coming from that door? Maybe they've got a deadly criminal locked up inside. That certainly is possible. It'd be best not to get too close. I was just kidding. Hello? Is this occupied? Okay, that's not a restroom. Hey guard, do you have a minute? Sir, what is it? Is anyone using that workroom right now? Presently, there is one prisoner working inside. I'm positive he's been in there since the noon roll call. We would like to ask the prisoner a few questions, if that's alright. Acceptable, whatever. Yes, sir, I would bring him out, so please wait a moment. See, my voice is cross as well. I'll leave this to you, Miles. Thank you for the host, King Zaffy. Hope you had a good shrimp. Cause I don't know what kind of scary guy will come out of that room. Mr. Shields, you're a scaredy cat, even though you're an adult? Same to you, Kay. Here he comes. It's gonna be karma. Oh, it's you. Huh. I forget your name, but... didn't you throw your toupee at Phoenix's face? Was it Saw It? Or was that someone else? I guess we'll find out. Oh, good day to you, sirs. Are you the ones who requested my presence? Doesn't seem like a dangerous criminal. My name is Miles Edgeworth, I'm a prosecutor. Oh, prosecutor, is that right? Okay, so it was Mr. Sod, okay. I'm Ray Shields, defense attorney. Mr. Shields. His demeanor completely changed once he saw who we were dealing with. Sorry about that. My assistant says strange things sometimes. He's not a prosecutor, just my assistant. Hey, get your act together. Miles. I guess I messed up. Forgot about my new job. Oh, no wonder I thought you were different from the prosecutor who visited me yesterday. Looks like he's already spoken to Bestie. Maybe ask you a few questions. Oh yes, of course you may. My name is Frank Saw It. Frankly, I saw it. Alright, go for it, Miles. Guess I'll be asking the questions after all. Mr. Saw It, you were aware of the murder that occurred here yesterday, correct? Where were you yesterday when the body was discovered? I was in this room where I had been working. Yes. What kind of work? Well, my goal is to become the pet groomer. An animal beautician, so to speak. Oh yes, I was inside cultivating my skills. In the other prison, such training would be unheard of. That was all, honestly. I did not see a thing. Never mind that I suddenly started sweating. Why do you say that? I haven't even asked him anything yet. Which is why I had to say I will be help to you. Mr. Saw It, I believe that you did see something. Your name kind of gives it away. I haven't asked you anything yet. No, wait, that's... even if you were to ask, I would not. You know something, don't you? Oh, that's... oh, this feels like this happened before. Seems he's indeed hiding something. Let's try to press it out of him. Alright, who did he kill again? Let's see if I can try to remember who he killed. It wasn't Mia, that was the bling guy. Cindy? I don't remember. I only remember the ending of that one for some reason, where he takes off his toupee and throws it. Let's assess the layout of the board. My opponent's condition is... oh, jeez. I'm afraid I didn't see a thing, so I won't be of any help to you. Right, he killed Cindy's girlfriend, I guess. Or not Cindy's girlfriend, Larry's girlfriend, which was Cindy. Completely jumping ahead. That was the one where Mia was still alive. And she was assisting you against, Winston Payne. Who is total pain. This man's expression does not change much. It's a true poker face, except for when he sweats. It may be difficult to read his emotions from his body language, especially if he keeps dancing. Perhaps I should focus on how he phrases his words. It may reveal what's on his mind. Who this man is, even if he hides his emotions, if I push the right buttons, I'm sure I'll cause a change. Begin logic. Are you involved with this case? Are you referring to the murder that occurred inside this prison? I had nothing to do with it at all. Is that true? I would never dream of being involved in a murder plot. How should I put it? I'm an upright model citizen after all, in prison. An upright model citizen? Common sense tells me an upright model citizen would never have been up behind bars. Oof. Well, that is... Tell me what you know about the incident. I already told you I don't know a dang thing. Oh, I really don't know anything. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for that outburst. But I will be of no assistance. Pardon my rudeness. It's just that the murder occurred in this rather confined prison. It seemed unnatural that you not know anything about it. Oh? Unnatural? Is that so? You're looking for the person who discovered the body. You should have tried someone else. Did I say who we were looking for? How do you know we were looking for the person who discovered the body? I don't recall saying a word about that. Are you sure you don't know anything? Ah! No, I was merely a hunch I had. I am but a humble pet groomer in training. I honestly have no recollection of the murder. I am positive this man is hiding something. I better say that out loud so he knows that I know that he's hiding something. Right next we will ask him about his movements on the day of the murder. My power is restored. Man's suppressed emotions. Was his true nature hidden beneath that suspicious smile? Happened on the day of the murder. Let's talk about what happened on the day of the murder. It had truly nothing to do with it. There shouldn't be any problem, correct? Oh, well, on the day of the murder, there was a lot going on. Tell me about your movements. Tell me what you were doing on that day. As I mentioned earlier, I was cultivating my skills as a groomer and training. I was trimming the coats of the animals at the time. Didn't the murder cause a panic? I imagine the entire prison must have been in an uproar. Well, but there was no panic. I could have even hear someone's voice. The scream that you heard? Judging from the crime circumstances, suppose there was a scream you heard. Your recollection of the murder. You kept insisting that you knew absolutely nothing about the murder. But you did not give credit to your claims. Ah. Well, I thought that I heard someone's voice, but in any case, I don't remember it very well. The scream at the time of the murder might have been a clue. Better keep that in mind. What happened on the day of the murder? I'm about to say the prison. I don't know. What was the state of the prison at the time? I don't remember it too well. My memory is rather poor. Who are you again? By using that clue. You don't remember. Ridiculous. You say earlier that you heard a scream? Ah. That wasn't... I could have very well been mistaken. Yes. In any rate, I honestly don't remember. Still do not remember. You enough with your lies. I ain't lying, you. I mean, I'm telling the truth. In any case, I was absorbed in grooming the animals. By the way, how skilled would you say you are in animal grooming? My technique with these scissors still needs some work, but I'm very confident in the handling of the animals. You better not be the murderer again, dang it. When the animals become frightened, I calm them with my gentle hands. Frightened? Why would the animals have become frightened? I don't think that's a common occurrence. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? Did the scream frighten the animals? Perhaps the reason they were frightened is because of someone's scream? Why are you trying so hard to hide the fact that there was a scream? Are you concealing some vital information from me? Ah. I am doing nothing of the sort. It's true that I heard some sort of scream. Not trying to hide it. Except I'm not telling you. Time to show his true colors. Be more aggressive with my next move. Ask him about the scream. Time to give him a taste of the futility of keeping a secret from me. When did you hear it? When did you hear the scream? That's it. I just remembered. At the time of the murder, there was an event going on. It was an animal scroll. I had gone there to see it. So you're saying that since you were watching the show, you did not hear the scream? That's completely different from everything you've said till now. Shut up. So what if it is? I mean, my memory's just so hazy. The animal show was very enjoyable. What kind of animals performed in the show? I believe I saw a whale? You didn't see the show, did you? You liar, you didn't see the animal show at all. There's no whales in a prison. Even if... Why would you say whale? Like, say lion at least, or... We have a pony. It sort of saw it, I sort of did. You didn't see the show. This could be a clue. Do you know who the scream belonged to? Well, I was mistaken when the incident occurred. I was just happened to be in the courtyard. That's why I did not hear the scream. You didn't see the animal show. Now we're gonna pawn you. Obviously you did not see the animal show. Why'd you say whale though? It's the dumbest thing. There's no way out of this. Tell me what really happened. Confess everything you know about the scream. I cannot answer. I cannot answer. I didn't hear the scream because I am the scream from the person who discovered the body. That's strange. Normally if you hear a scream during a murder, it's usually from the victim. Why would you think the scream was from the person who discovered the body? Oh, my mistake. How? How'd you know the scream was from the person who discovered the body? It's because... it was me. I thought about saying that one, but no. I'll make you hear a scream. What does that mean? Let me answer it for you. That's because you're the one who discovered the body. And the scream was heard when the murder occurred. Didn't it come from the victim? It came from you when you discovered the body. Just who do you think you are? It is just as you say, but what gives you the right to do this? Checkmate. No, that's not an answer. Logic chess complete. Now clear who discovered the body. You have no more reason to withhold your testimony. Correct? Very well, I'll tell you. But I doubt my testimony is worth hearing. Whether it's not worth hearing is for me to decide. I will expose the truth with my own hands. As my sole duty. I think you're a little off there, Mr. Edward. What do you mean? We're not trying to expose the truth. We're trying to save Simon. Isn't our goal to help their clients? I mean, you're not a prosecutor right now. You're a defense attorney. Assistant. Well said there, Cage. You're right on the money, Miles. Official task of Edgeworth law offices is to defend their clients. Your old man who founded the firm truly valued bonds he had with his clients. Much like that man you keep talking about every now and then. You're not willing to do the same, maybe you aren't cut out for this job. I don't want to fire you on the spot either. So have a heart, okay? The heart of a defense attorney, huh? In any case, it's important that we hear the testimony of the person who discovered the body. Stop talking, Mr. Sawt. Tell me what happened. What did you see? I was in the workroom over there practicing my skills. By some chance, I got curious about the adjacent workroom and went up to the door. I peeked through the small window at the door. Then I saw him lying there. A man, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself letting out a scream. If I may confirm one thing. You were in the room right next to the one where the dead body was found. Within the prison, we call it Workroom B, as it says on this paper. You were in there the whole time, the day of the murder. Oh yes, after the 7 AM roll call. I remained inside the whole time. In this prison, we have roll call around 3 times a day. 7 a.m., noon, and 9 p.m. That's a pretty big jump. Shouldn't there be one at like 5 or 4? They check the workrooms during those times too? Exactly. Like, it goes from noon to 9? Like 4 or 5 would be awesome. Whatever. 7 a.m. roll call, there was nothing amiss. And Knightley's body was not in the workroom yet. Sounds like the murder occurred after 7 a.m., huh? Yeah, and then 9 to 7. There should be one at like, at least midnight. Maybe like 2. I know guards need to sleep too, but that seems like a prime way to have a person sneak out of jail. Yeah, whatever. Not my job to give advice for that. Correct. The other prisoners went to see the animal show. Meaning anyone who did not see the show does not have an alibi. You understand what I'm saying, Mr. Sod? Yes, that is certainly true. However, I merely discovered the body. Testimony has a clear contradiction. I should press him about that first. Okay, I already know. Went up to the door, peeked through the small window on the door. Small window, so you couldn't get a clear look. Indeed, as you can see, there's a grill... What? Covered window. Not off a wide view at all. Normally the guards use to check inside the rooms, right? Precisely. You seem well versed on this matter. Well, I happen to know a thing or two about prisons, you know. I escaped out of like 5. What does she mean by that? I'll have to find out the details later. In any case, I peeked into that room from the window. You were curious about the adjacent room? Precisely, I felt a need to look inside. Why did you feel that way? Even if you ask me why, I just did it on a whim. So you weren't concentrating on your training? No, nothing of the sort, for I'm a model prisoner. Just that the other prisoners had left to see the animal show, which is why I was feeling somewhat lonely. Yeah, that's like being stuck in a classroom after school's let out. Yeah. Yes, that's right, so they couldn't enter the other workroom. You knew it was a man right away? It was clear judging from his physique and clothing. Even if the fact that he was dead was as plain as day. You could tell he was dead through that tiny window. Well, it's not the first time I've seen a dead body. What? So you mean... The reason you're in here is because... I'm ashamed to admit it, but it is as you say. However, it's my first time seeing a body that someone else had killed. Gulp. You remember what the scream sounded like? Well, all I can say is that I shrieked at the top of my lungs. Well, I guess that's what happens when you get scared. Yes, it's just as you say. In any case, I let out a scream. Pretending to be innocent bystander, but parts of a testimony are odd. Considering his situation and the place he's in, contradiction should be quite obvious. Show him the evidence that proves it. What? I guess it must be the other one. But for his evidence, there's a problem with his evidence. Doesn't this show that there's a contradiction in your testimony? I do not particularly think so. Yeah, my face. Fine, I'll press him a little bit more. I was merely probing for answers. Come on, you can drop the cool guy act. It's not an act, I am a cool guy. By practicing you mean, of course. Yes, my grooming training, for I am a model prisoner. Somehow doubt that. Chance, you got curious, huh? The covered in dirt, small bruises on his body. Grab the victim. Very colorful. Well, it's true that you probably wouldn't actually be able to see him because of the body being on the left side of the workroom A, but I don't know how the game wants me to say that. The glove is probably going to be something that comes up later when we point out that he doesn't have a glove. Or, well, he has one glove. Let's see. How does the game want me to say this? Small window on the door. Gonna be crime scene notes or floor plans? I honestly don't know. Or it could be blood-stained sheet. Contradiction's obvious, but the answer isn't. I like 3 contradictions. Let's see here. Would be nice if the door just didn't have anything, but whatever. Poor Knightley. I guess not poor Knightley, because he did kill a guy, but still. Be murdered right after doing something like that. Must have felt pretty bad. I definitely shouldn't show him that. I feel like that would be a bad. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna try the map, I guess. Nope. Nothing. Bleh. Ow, my face. Well, let's see. I'll have to actually think about this for a second. What's the contradiction? You saw him laying there, peeked through the small window. By chance, I got curious about the adjacent workroom. But why did you get curious? The exact same thing, right? Press this one again. Precisely. Felt the need to look inside. Why did you feel that way? Even if you asked me why, I did it on a whim. Regardless, see the animal shows. Feeling somewhat lonely. Sounds an alarm. That was if they go through it, but maybe it's if they even approach it? It seemed to work, but I'm not entirely... Please stop telling such feeble lies. You don't seem to understand your position. My position? I used to be a newspaper salesman, but then I took up the pet groomer training. Hold it. What about that bracelet on your wrist? Proves that you are unmistakably a prisoner. As long as you wear that bracelet, you should not be able to move around as you please. As soon as you went through the door, the sensor would have... Oh yeah, I guess he also left the room, huh? The sensor would have sounded the alarm. That is... Peeking into the adjacent room was impossible, when you couldn't even leave the one you were in. Guess I didn't really think about that, because I thought it'd be open since they just left him in there. Ooh-wee, nice one, Miles. That was real hummendinger. And that means Mr. Sawt didn't see the body? I'm not sure. Perhaps we should let the man himself explain it to us. Huh? You see, that is, well... Forgive me, it appears my previous explanation was lacking. I shall clearly explain how I was able to see the body. I had to guess on why he was surprised. And based on the pulley and stuff, was Knightley already dead on the pulley and then he fell down? I don't know where the dog ties into this though. When I found it, part 2. There's a rather well-known technique among the prisoners here that I'm going to say right in front of a guard. If the hand with the bracelet stays in the room, you can step out without sounding the alarm. That's how I was able to peek in the adjacent room. The moment I realized that the man inside was dead, I was let out a scream. That means... Kept his arm inside workroom B while I peeked around the adjacent room. Theoretically, someone could escape by cutting off their arm. And some people would totally do that. Alternatively, if they had that option, they'd probably just cut the bracelet, I guess. Appreciate if you didn't mention this to anyone, especially the guards, right? Okay? I'm not standing in front of one or anything. Was that what he was trying to hide earlier? Try asking him for more details about a few other things as well. I feel like the characters have completely forgotten there's a guard right behind this guy. Watching. Playing with a cat, but still watching. Tell me more about this technique. Certainly. Here's how it works. Oh. Well then. All you gain by doing that is a small degree of freedom. Naturally, but it is all that we have left to enjoy. Yes? Why do you enjoy such a thing? Have you truly reflected on what you've done? You're right. Cats are too important. Of course, I am a model prisoner. The definition of model is highly suspicious. Regardless, was it the technique you use? Yes, that is correct. I made sure no guards were around when I did it. Why would you do something so troublesome and potentially dangerous? I heard a noise coming from the adjacent room. It seemed odd to me, as there should not have been anyone inside. So you peeked into the adjacent workroom as soon as you heard the noise? Yes, of course. I peeked into it as soon as I could. I see. The problem with that statement? You looked into the adjacent room immediately after you heard the noise. If that was true, then you should have seen more than just a dead body. You should have seen the person who made the noise. That is, well... He looks really shaken. Mr. Sawt, answer me. What'd you really see? If you intend to remain silent, I will have no choice but to assume that you are complacent to the murder. Oh, please forgive me. It's just that I couldn't even believe what I saw myself. It may have just been a dream. I hesitate to even recall it. Tell me what happened. Very well. I will be frank with you, I saw a dog. It was a nightmarish scene. Large black dog. It was biting into the neck of the victim. What? What did you say? It was truly a hellish scene. That dog killed him! Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick. That's some grade A trauma right there. I was chilled to my very core. I let out a shriek. A man-eating dog inside the zoo of a prison. Bork, I am dog. Barks at me a lot. We're gonna note that down, even though we have no confirmation it's the same dog, but it's safe to assume. That was everything I saw. Do you believe me now? Yes, I do. I doubt one would be able to lie about something like that. Would you add that to your testimony? Certainly. When I realized that man was inside, was dead, I let out a scream. How would you know he was dead? Hold it. Do you remember what this man looked like in detail? But of course, I am certain. He had blonde hair, and his throat was covered in blood. Do you take me for a fool? That should be obvious. I am merely telling you everything I saw, as I saw it. Just to be clear, because I am Mr. Saw It. Don't defense attorneys love nitpicking over every little detail? I detect a tinge of spite there. Perhaps he had an unpleasant experience with a defense attorney in the past that picked at every single detail, much like every other gameplay mechanic has made me do. So Knightley was killed by a dog that was being kept in prison. Find that hard to believe. They say it takes pets take after their owners, yeah? I don't have to take after them that much. Completely defeats the purpose of an animal therapy. Perhaps I should ask about the dog a little more. I ask about this one. Yes, much like every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Black dog was biting the victim's neck. Yes, blood came pouring out as a result. The dog's mouth became stained with it. Ah, stop! You don't want to go to that detail. At the time, was the victim... Eek. Mr. Edwards, why'd you ask him that? Kay, why'd you hit Uncle Ray? The man did not even flinch. He must have been dead already. But the blood continued to gush from his neck. Most likely he had passed away already. His hands moved nary an inch. Way too much detail. Are you doing this on purpose? Certainly not. I am just trying to give an accurate testimony. Mr. Edwards, shall I add that statement to my testimony? If you would. It was terrifying. A truly terrifying sight. His hands moved nary an inch. That was a very vivid testimony. That is because I witnessed it up close, relatively speaking. I could feel the anguish he suffered in his death. Mr. Edgeworth, I won't be able to sleep tonight. Really? How terrible. Oh, come on! It's all because of you that my mind is filled with scary thoughts. I may even have nightmares myself. Even not now, I can still remember everything clearly. Ring with the snowflake insignia. What? How the heck would you know about that? A ring with a snowflake insignia? Impressive memory. I was formerly a newspaper salesman. I had to quickly identify the customer and what a customer wanted based on his appearance and attitude. So I always looked at their rings in order to form a successful sales strategy. It's the most basic of the basics. But you're dealing with a corpse, not a customer. Are you like that with everyone? Yes, that has already become an ingrained habit of mine. It was an important point that I could be determined the success or failure of a sale. It also determined something kind of dumb. That's how you were able to easily recall such a minor detail. Precisely. Even the engraved insignia is crystal clear. Is that really possible? What was the state of the body when we found it? I should review my evidence. I have unerring eye. That much I can declare. Okay, we already seen this. Okay, so... This one. Because that's the picture. A ring with a snowflake insignia. Yes, that is correct. It was clearly engraved on the surface. I see. Your testimony is accurate, but it's a little too accurate if you ask me. What's wrong with being accurate? You say that you saw a ring and a snowflake insignia engraved onto it, and it is true that the victim was wearing such a ring, except I didn't know about the snowflake. See, was I not correct? That is not the issue I have with your testimony. Take a look at this picture. Every time I do it makes me laugh. But, as you can see, the right hand is covered by a sheet. It should not have been possible for you to see the engraving on the ring, unless you had approached the body and lifted the sheet yourself. You said you only looked into the workroom through the door, and yet you gave such a detailed account of what you saw. Who do you think you are, Phoenix? Acting all high and mighty. I'm telling you, I saw what I saw. The victim must have moved his arm after I saw it. Objection. I don't think so. You said as much earlier. He must have been dead already. The victim was already dead. How would he have been able to move his arm? The voodoo? This guy was looking pretty suspicious now, yeah? Frank saw it. What are you hiding, you scoundrel? No, I ain't. I'm not. That is, you are wrong. I know what I saw. This again. Oh. Another thing Phoenix and Edgeworth have in common now. Shut up already, stop making a fuss everything a little thing I say. You're just a defense attorney's assistant. He's finally shown his true self. Whoa, guess the cat's out of the bag. Black Harry wanted that. Just went flying. I'm your friendly neighborhood witness, Spider-Man. Are you really just a witness? I would say that you are rather suspicious. What was that? You saw something that could not have been seen from the outside in the room. How is that possible? The logic behind it is simple. Mr. Saw, this is where you saw the body from. Workroom A. When you discovered the body, you went inside the room where it laid. Since you saw the engraving on the ring, that is the only possibility. Heh. Even if you say that, you ain't got no evidence, do ya? Where's the evidence that shows that I was in that room? I was grooming pets at the time. In the room adjacent to where the body was found. I even went so far as to borrow some rubber gloves. Show me the evidence that proves I was in the room where the body was found. A rubber glove, I guess. You've sealed your own doom. What were you doing when the body was discovered? Didn't I tell you already? I was practicing being a pet groomer. I see. In that case, do you happen to recognize this glove? Oh, that's... This was found near the body. It is believed to have been dropped by the culprit. By the way, I noticed that you also have a rubber glove hanging out of your apron pocket. No, this is, something else. Hold it. Looks like you're missing one of your gloves. You can find gloves like these anywhere in the prison. Your evidence proves nothing. Objection. Perhaps we should hand this glove over to the police for fingerprints. Shouldn't they would find some interesting results? Ugh. Yeah, not this again. Uh-oh. Gra. It's over. Objection? Who was that? Heh. Pretty cool, right? My objection voice. Mr. Shields, I didn't know you recorded one of those. Could you save the jokes for later? I'm not joking, because it's not over yet. There's still something else. Something that's clearly odd. The guy's a prisoner, you know? He's got the bracelet and all. That's right. How'd he get into the other workroom? Sensor should have set the alarm, right? He's right. That's the only thing we didn't know yet. Not so fast, Mr. Prisoner. Could you fill us in? That's pretty weird. The bracelet should have been his last line of defense. Defense? That's right, Kay. It was useful evidence for Mr. Prisoner here. He could have claimed that due to the bracelet, he wasn't able to enter the room. But he didn't say a word about it. Is there any reason why he didn't? The silent treatment, eh? Well, the judge yesterday did say the silence is golden. Did she? Ah, you're really a hotshot defense attorney, Mr. Shields. Defense attorney always remain calm in a pinch, and smile in the face of danger. Except for those times where they sweat bullets or go, what? How could this be? Or the time where they turn to the side and rely on their psychic ghost lady friends. But anyways, that's what your old man taught me. The defense attorney's creed, yeah? So, what's the deal? Why didn't you mention anything about the bracelet? Thank you for handing me back my toupee. The truth is, it's broken. Broken? Some time ago I took a spill and the bracelet hit the floor when a loud bang. Ever since then, it has not been able to activate the sensor. Forgive me, it was so convenient, I didn't want to report it. I see. So the bracelet was broken. It really did break so easily? If that's true, then there's a problem with the prison's security. Yep, there he is. You over there may have a moment. Here, kitty kitty, such a cute little guy. Yes, you are, meow. Excuse me. Yes, what can I do for you, meow? This is my favorite guard so far. Prisoner's bracelet appears to be broken. What? Really? That's no good at all. I'll contact the prisoner in charge and have it replaced immediately. Thank you. I'll be holding on to the broken bracelet for now. Can they just slide that off? Yes, sir. Please take care of it. Come on, meow. If he took the cat. I hope that is his cat. Now, the bracelet's been taken care of. Shall we move to arresting you for murder? What? Perish the thought. I didn't kill anyone. Again. But your bracelet was broken, right? Doesn't that mean you could have gone anywhere you wanted during the new animal show? But all I did was find the body, honest. As it's true that I saw the dog biting his neck. However, I entered the workroom after the dog had left. Why did you do that? Well, it was just... I was curious if he had anything left of value on him. He was planning to loot the corpse. That's why he remembers Knightley's ring so well. Why are you looking at me, Mr. Edgeworth? I am the great thief. Please don't put me on the same level as him. He's like a low-tier thief. Please, I didn't take anything. Animal Show had ended and the other prisoners were making their way back down here. Down here? They hurried back to the workrooms and let out a scream to deceive the others. And that's when you drop the rubber glove. Guess this story holds up. What do you think, Miles? Whether he's a true murderer or not, one big question remains. How did Knightley get all the way from the holding cell to the prison? You're right about that. It's a real stumper. And there's something Mr. Sawt said in his testimony that I'm very concerned about. That dog did any part of the murder. Mr. Sawt? Yes. What is it? Was there any other prisoners who didn't see the animal show? Yes, there's only one other that I know of. And this prisoner wouldn't have been able to see the show even if he wanted to, correct? Yes, that is correct. Why do you ask? Just as I thought. I had my suspicions as soon as I saw that black dog. That fiendish criminal. Never expected him to be held here in this prison. Where is this cell? Do you intend to meet him? Him? Who's him? He's a very special man. He receives very special treatment, and... Oh, forgive me. I need to go watch what I say about him. However, if you value your lives, I'd advise you stay away from him. Hey, cut it out already. You're giving me the creeps. Huh, puppet master in the shadows, huh? Yeah, I still value my life. He's being held in a special cell. Is he blind? Maybe? Over there, in that direction, where you said that there might be a really powerful... Oh, of course, it's open now. The special cell? Certainly seems like he receives special treatment. Is this going to be karma? He does seem like the type that would get special treatment. So who is this him, anyway? To protect my own life, all I can tell you is that he is the oldest prisoner here. My deepest apologies. Can't say any more. He is truly terrifying. Care to fill me in? Feels like you're leaving Uncle Ray behind here. He's someone I knew in the past. Let's head for the special cell. Believe that black dog should be there as well. Alright, before we do that, I'm gonna be right back. Get more water for me through. And once we get to the next save point, will probably be the end. But regardless, be right back, guys. Enjoy the cat. The cat. Meow. So cute, meow. Alright. It was still flashing and then it stopped flashing. But alright, sorry about the wait, guys. I had to help someone with something. So cute, Meow. Could you please talk like a normal person? If I had this little guy with me, prison life wouldn't be so bad. No. I mustn't think like that, Meow. Right now, all she can understand is cat speak. Meow. But anyways, onward and upward, or rightward, whatever. Who is it? Prison special cell. Hey, it's pitch black in here. Can't see a thing at all. Aren't you always talking about how the Yatagarasu is able to flap even in the darkest night? Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight. One alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. That one is me, for I am the great thief, Yatagarasu. Why'd I say that? Oh, that was pretty cool. Still, I can't see what I can't see. I'm still just human. Ah! Mr. Edward, I presume. That voice, it can only be. Been far too long. Do you still remember me? Be impossible to forget, because it was you who did what none could do. And placed me here in this cell. Don't tell me that the dog is talking to you, Mr. Edward. There's someone else there? I can't see a thing, though. Down, boy, it's rude to frighten visitors. Here, allow me to illuminate this dark room. Well, he is blind, but I didn't expect to find the final boss so quickly. Hehehe. Such noisy visitors. And the voices, the footsteps. Two more on the back. Being rude not to introduce myself. I am Sirhan Dogan. Mr. Edworth and I, we are old acquaintances. Hehehe. This man is a former assassin. The blind assassin, Sirhan Dogan. His weapons are sharp knives and ferocious dog. Appearance is always accompanied by the sound of a bell. Why would they give him a dog? Why would they keep him with a dog if he's known to assassinate with a dog? Also, what do you mean being a natural? It's said that the ringing of the bell is darkness, the last sound the victims hear. Would you be so kind as to share the reason why you have come, Mr. Edward? That will not be necessary, you're already well aware why we're here. Seems we know each other quite well. Now I'm not sure if this guy is the murderer. It's because he's got a seeing eye dog. There's the bell and everything. But now I'm not sure if he is the murderer, if he was an assassin. Like, while the dog definitely could kill Knightley, because it's great, it also is probably specifically trained to attack red things. Or it was just used to the idea of licking up blood. It's just a dog. I don't know. Good boy. What? We suspect your dog of committing the murder. The witness who discovered the body saw him biting it. There must be some mistake. My boy is obedient. He would never do such a thing, right, Anubis? That's a good dog name. Good boy, good boy, good boy. Anubis may be your guide dog, but you raised him to be a vicious killer. He was one of the weapons you use as an assassin. To begin with, is the witness a reliable sort? Ugh, it's true that Sod is one of the suspects. Difficult to say if we can trust his testimony. In any case, I think you have the wrong dog. Right, Anubis? Right, boy? I wonder if he knows who the witness is. I'd like to hear your alibi from 8 AM to 10 AM yesterday morning. During the animal show? I was in my humblest cell. I thought he was gonna say abode the entire time. Took up whittling recently. Focus was solely on the wooden chisel in my hands. Oh, and also the chessboard, but you know, ignore that. Prisoners have free access to chisels here, normally that's not allowed. The warden is a kind soul, she's given me special permission. Kind? Ridiculous, even 5 metal chisels would become a deadly weapon in his hands. I started out by carving these Buddha statues, but I moved on to other shapes after 674th. Really, that many? All it takes is time, which I have plenty of. Here's what I am working on now. Now what's the joke here? Also strange this guy was like a full-on assassin. Flip that, Karma killed 2 people, and he was put to death. Whereas this guy probably killed like 100. Or maybe 674. Maybe that's his magic number. Did not know you played chess. Do you play as well, Mr. Edworth? I would like to test your wits in a game sometime. I only started playing since my arrival here, so I'm still inexperienced. What's this piece? A 3-headed dog? Cerberus? Just for the fun of it, I carved this hound piece. Chess is a game of war, pawns, knights, and castles. Each side pushing the forces to the limit to take the life of the enemy's king. Although back in my day, we didn't actually like have moving castles to throw at each other. It's a pretty interesting game. I found the absence of dogs to be strange. Hounds are an indispensable part of warfare. But it is nothing more than a folly. I still play by all the normal rules of chess. Isn't it difficult to find opponents here in prison? No, Anubis pays. I always play correspondence chess. Correspondence chess? So you play chess through the mail. Prisoners are allowed to send and receive letters, although they are subject to inspection. At the moment, I am waiting for my opponent's next move. So he plays chess with people outside of the prison. He's probably playing with Knightley, I'd assume. Knightley might have been bringing his mini chessboard to play with him. You know who was murdered? Nah, probably not. So sending out letters like that, mighty suspicious. That'd be an easy way to send out codes. If I was prison warden, I wouldn't allow that. It was Horace Knightley, a most unfortunate lad. Yours are as sharp as ever. They are all I can rely on, except for my sense of touch and hearing and whatever. As I thought, he has full knowledge of everything that goes on in this prison. On second thought, he might be fortunate after all. Fortunate? How so? He made a grave crime, but he was able to avoid punishment for it. An assassination attempt on the president. What a bold man. Assassination attempt? Hey, Mr. Edworth, didn't Mr. Knightley just... He may have killed his own superior, but he never attempted to take the president's life. Are you trying to conceal the fact that the assassination was staged by the president? Whoa, 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 hold your horses, Knightley didn't attack the president. But Uncle Ray was requested to defend him in court on charges of attempted assassination. You didn't know either, Uncle Ray. So they're trying to pin the whole thing on Mr. Knightley. Now I see why the pick is taking action. So that's why they removed you from the case, because you knew the truth. That pest guy, that's a good name for him, was going to indict him in charge of attempted assassination. And in doing so, they would have twisted the truth. Heh. I suspected it was a false charge. I heard about it from one of the guards, about Knightley. Kept desperately insisting I didn't assassinate anyone. But the courts are supposed to bring the truth to light. I may not be well versed in law, but I can say one thing is for certain. Some of the prisoners here were convicted on false charges. Like that sod boy. That's the reality of it. Right, Anubis? Right, boy? Leaving the truth in care of the court can be dangerous. Even the truth in the care of the court is dangerous. Huh. Never thought of it that way. There was someone who said the exact same thing before. That investigator from the Interpol who doesn't trust prosecutors. Oh. I wonder if Lang's gonna show up, too. You're not twisting the truth behind the closed courtroom doors, too, are you? Fueled by those ideas, any one of the courts produced nothing but falsities and lies? Rest assured, the next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving. I don't know, with all these other new characters, I don't feel like Lang has much reason to be here unless his country shows up again, I guess. Dow's distrust is cleared up completely. At least he trusts you, Edgeworth. Keh! You feel the same way, don't you, Anubis? The truth of the courts and Mr. Edgeworth's reasoning can't be trusted, right? Ugh. There's nothing to be upset about. You're not the only one who suspects me. Yesterday, the other prosecutor and that judge came here, too. They brought the warden along. How they despise me. Must have been the two rude people from before. Prosecutor DePest and Judge Courtney. They thoroughly inspected my room, but left without finding a thing. Seemed they were searching for a murder weapon. 'Tis a shame, 'tis a shame. They searched the other prisoners' cells too, not just mine. Yet they were still unable to find anything. All that hard work was for naught. This is quite a problem. What should we do? Saul's testimony alone won't hold up. In order to confront him, we'll need evidence. Now, if my guest would be so kind as to leave. Right, Anubis? Show them the way out. Does this mean what I think it means? Let's get going, Mr. Edgeworth. Edgeworth does not care. We shall meet again, Dogen. It'd be a shame for our long-awaited reunion to end so soon. I'll be waiting. Goodbye, Anubis. Good boy. Now then, we still need to find that murder weapon. Mr. Edgeworth. I'm a monkey. Went all the way up there? It's fine now, Kay. You can come down from there. Whoosh. Sorry, I shouldn't be a monkey. Where is Mr. Shields? Beats me. He just took off running like death was after him. Good grief, that man. What should we do now, Mr. Edgeworth? Whatever we want. Continue investigating. First, we should start by solving that one mystery. Yes, that one mystery from that one country. Knightley's body was found in the workroom inside the prison. However, he was supposed to be in the detention center's holding cell. How did he get to prison under such tight security? Let's go investigate the holding cell at the detention center. That was where Mr. Knightley was held, right? What about Uncle Ray? Let's just leave him be for now. Thought we were supposed to be his assistants, though. Victim's cell in the detention center was this way. Let's check it out, Mr. Edgeworth. Am I gonna get stopped? Oh, this is just truly dreadful. That's the warden, Miss Rowland. Must have come from behind that no-entry sign. So he still won't talk? Even after all the trouble you went through to get him the evidence transferred from the printing? That's right. I don't know what many times I've tried. I can't report back to empty-handed. The assassin sure is one tough cookie, huh? Did you say assassin? Oh my. Pardon me, but were you talking about Sir Han Dogen just now? Oh, eavesdropping, were you? You naughty boy. Did you question him personally, Warden Roland? Not just him. I try to have heart-to-heart with all the prisoners and suspects. In my home, we are all family here. It's only fair I invite them to the warden's office. Oh, have you taken an interest in my room as well? It's just down this hallway, but outsiders are not allowed past this point. Down the hallway. So around there. Detention center hallway, okay. It's such a lovely room. People just so enjoy being invited back there. There's the joke. is going to be that they would have to go through the warden's office to transfer there without going through the passageway. I always show them a splendid view of my precious courtyard. Courtyard is an animal prison. Sure, I'd love to see it. It was during the show. He could have been snuck through with the gear. But if he was stuck through with the gear, then Solid wouldn't have seen him right then. He would have seen him afterwards. Delighted to see that you want to see it, however, I cannot invite you. You're no child of our home. If you want to come to my room, you'll have to be convicted first. That's a rather high hurdle to clear. Goodness me, look at how long we've been talking. I was just about to feed Allie her lunch. Allie? She's my favorite little angel. Now if you'll excuse me, I must be off to the courtyard. Toodaloo. Goodbye. Never had a chance to ask her about Dogen. Well, let's head over to Nightly's cell. Ba-doop-ba-doo. This is the victim's cell. When Mr. Knightley arrived here again? After the President's welcoming ceremony on the night of March 25th. And now today is... when? I have some evidence that left... Maybe some evidence left that can answer that. Alright, let's get cracking, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, I said next save point, but I think that'll be where we stop for tonight. It is pretty late. So, stay tuned, TM, for more Ace Attorney Miles Edgeworth Investigations 2. But it's pretty late, so... But thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I hope you had a good time with investigations. Small thing. Don't know what we're doing tomorrow. I have not decided on a thing to do retrospectively. I might figure it out later, but I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea what we should be doing. Plans are illegal on this side of the world. As it stands, the only thing that came to mind was a PS3 game. I was gonna try to get it on PS4, but that didn't work. And yeah, I might toss up a poll. Figure out what things I actually have a series of first, and then figure that out. But either way, we'll do something tomorrow, even if it is a not so retroactive thing. If nothing else, we'll probably just figure out something I can emulate or something that I have. But regardless, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed Miles Edgeworth. And we'll get to the rest of it probably sometime next week, honestly. Doing this stream is a little difficult because I try to wait till it's late at night. So I can be loud and, you know, have different voices that won't be either interrupted or make people go, hey, you're being too loud. Because, you know, when I talk like this, pal, I kind of have a higher volume than I usually normally do. That's just how it works out, pal. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Thanks a lot for watching, and stay cool. It's not going to be hard for you guys, though, right? Am I right? I'm right. Alright, see you later.